Hi, I'm here to report that the shit has fully hit the fan. And if you're MAGA, I want you to stay so I can walk you through it, okay? This is generous of me, all right? I want you to understand this is generous of me to explain this yet again. But the difference is this time is that I have all of the full receipts and the full knowledge of what's happening because it's directly happening to me. I have directly had to pay an incoming shipping bill. And I want you to see how this is going to trickle down and affect you. Please stay. What you're looking at is my calculator I've been using for years, okay? This is what helps me price out my new products. Now, what we're talking about in this scenario is a stainless steel mixing bowl set. You know, like those 3-piece sets that you get. I'm bringing these into the country from China, okay? I pay my supplier $5 for these things. 50 cents added for packaging and all of that jazz. $5.50, all right? So $5.50, you see it says above there, FOB, that means freight on board. That is the cost that I pay to my supplier in China before it gets on a boat ride to come to the United States, okay? Inbound freight per piece, about 18 cents. Now what you're seeing here, this 2%, this duty, that is the tariff on stainless steel. At least that's what it used to be, all right? It was 2%. That was the total duty on these items, okay? 11 cents a piece is what that equals. Total cost of goods, $5.79. Now this is the part that consumers need to understand right here. All right, so you see retail price, $19.99. That's a decent price for a set of 3 stainless steel mixing bowls, no bells and whistles, whatever. But this is the part that I want you to understand because obviously you don't live in my world, so why would you know? So what you're looking at here is the GPM, gross profit margin, okay? There's GPM for me, the seller, and then there's GPM for the retailer. Retailer in this scenario is Target, Walmart, Home Goods, somebody like that. Now, this number, this 50%, is what the buyer at Target told me that I need to give them in order for them to buy my stainless steel mixing bowls. 50%. They're not going to take any less than that. For me, I make 42%. Now you might think, oh, wow, that's a lot. I don't know what you think. But anyway, it is the bare minimum, to be honest, for me. I need all of my items to do about 40% so I can keep the lights on, so I can keep my employees employed, so I can pay health insurance, so I can do all of that stuff. 40%, I can't go below that. When I'm making a new product, if I go below that, I realize that it's probably not worth it for me to make that item, okay? But this is your effect. So right now, the retail is $19.99. Like I said, pretty good for a set of stainless steel mixing bowls, okay? So that's old me. Old me had 2% tariff on these goods. Let's check it out today. Okay, looky here. I'm still making the same exact stainless steel mixing bowl set. Nothing has changed. This is not better. It's a 3-piece stainless steel mixing bowl set. I'm still paying China $5, 50 cents for the packaging, blah, blah, blah. Oh, but look what Trump hath wrought. Instead of a 2% duty on this item, it's now 47 fucking percent. You want to know why? It was the first 10% on China. It was the second 10% on China, which is 20%. And then it's an additional 25% on stainless steel items. And they add insult to injury and they don't even take away the initial 2%. So it's a full 47 fucking percent. Now let's scoot over to the last part. All right, remember I told you that Target or Walmart or whoever would never even buy this stuff from me unless I gave them 50 points? All right, well, I got to keep them whole at 50 points, but I also have to keep the lights on, right? So I'm taking a 1% haircut, but I've raised their cost to $14. So instead of paying me $10 to buy the item, they're now paying me $14 to buy the same stainless steel mixing bowl set. But to keep them at 50 and to keep me at 41, which is still a loss, you are now paying a retail of $27.99. That is how much the increase had to be for us to maintain our profits, okay? $27.99. So what do you think about them apples, huh? You winning? Is this what you wanted? Because this is what you voted for. When you voted for Trump and his tariffs, this is what I've been warning you about for the past 2 years. So if you're MAGA, if you're not, please share this with someone who is, because this is what's hitting me right now. These 8,000 mixing bowl sets that I'm bringing in from China used to cost me about $700 in duty, okay? Now, my bill for just the duty is over $18,000 on mixing bowls. $18,000. There's been no improvements, no new features added, no new nothing. Nobody got paid any more to make them. That money, that $18,000 fucking dollars, goes directly into the general fund, which is now controlled by Elon Musk. So, hope you're happy, motherfuckers, because I'm not. And there's going to be shortages, and there's going to be delays, and there's going to be empty shelves because people like me, small businesses, won't be able to pick up the goods at the port. And I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I know males are short-sighted, all right? I know. Planning for the future ain't your jam. But they're all in charge, and I don't know what world they think that we're going to be living in, okay? Because there's nobody I can buy these from here in the United States. There's nobody making stainless steel mixing bowls who aren't also using imported stainless steel, all right? It isn't one-to-one with every single item that we buy. It's not a car is not the same as a tanker or some medical equipment or some forks and spoons. They're not all equal, but they're all being tariffed equally across the board. So I hope you're happy. I'm feeling these effects right now. Most likely you won't feel them until the fall, because that's how long it takes for these trickle-down effects to happen. It's never a good trickle-down. It's never good.